I was a third-year medical student. Footnote, it was my first clinical rotation in a hospital. It was my first week, and she was my first patient. Hands trembling, knees blocked, sweat pooling beneath my white coat. And beneath my hands, a 26-year-old woman, a mother, dying. Her body lay fragile under the bright trauma bay lights. Her son somewhere waiting down the hall. Her father screaming, yelling, "Baby girl, don't go, fight, don't leave us." Her mother, a moan, a sound that was barely human, crying, whispering, "It's okay, sweetheart. You can go now." For you see, my patient was dying from chronic kidney disease. And then this voice, "Doctor, call the time of death." Time stopped. My breath gone, my movement frozen. Everything, absolutely everything stood still. And then I heard this voice, a whisper, a truth that would follow me every day, everywhere, even here, right now. When there is no breath, there is no movement, and without movement, what meaning are we left with? It took me years to realize the gravity of that day. For in medicine, we are taught to save lives. We're rarely taught how to deal with death, how to witness it, how to survive it, how to make meaning of it. That day, I lost more than a patient. I lost a part of myself, only to rediscover her later through breath, through movement, through meaning. Breath. Breath is our first medicine. It's the first thing we do when we enter the world. It is the last thing we do when we leave the world. It is both our first and our final teacher. It is life itself. It is movement itself. It is meaning itself. Our nervous system listens to the rhythm of our breath. Fast and shallow, fear, danger, slow and full, peace, presence. Breath is our first medicine. It really, truly is our first medicine. I would like to invite you to breathe with me now. So let's take our biggest, fullest breath that we've taken all day right now. Ready? Here we go. Breathe in, inhale. And exhale. Good. Did you feel that? Did you feel that? It's proof that you are alive right now, right here. We are alive together. Breathing in, breathing out, aware of the breath and the breath moving through our body. The breath, the breath, the breath. Breath is sacred. Breath carries meaning. In the spiritual traditions of the world, we learn that breath is more than science. It is more than biology. In Latin, spiritus. In Hebrew, ruach. In Sanskrit, prana. In Yoruba, ashe. These are the words where breath also means spirit. It means life force. When I am in the presence of someone taking their final breath, it is not the biology, it is not the science that speaks to me first. It's reverence. In that final breath, in that letting go, there is the release of a life fully lived or tragically cut short. But in that final letting go, there is depth, there is honor, there is love, there is meaning. So let's honor that together right now. I'd like you to take one breath for your mother, your father, your aunt, your uncle, your niece, your nephew, a grandchild. Take one breath for your younger self. Take one breath for someone you love who is no longer here. And know that in that breath that you just took, there's a witness, there's an honoring, there is an anchoring. And the witness of your breath gives honor to us all, right here, right now, and to those whom we remember in this moment. For you see, before I was a doctor, I was a dancer, and I studied the language of gesture, of rhythm, the choreography of energy. Movements is medicine. Movement is the language of life that comes through our breath. And in the knowing of that, the knowing of what it means to live a life in this body as a breather, as a mover, and particularly as a concert dancer, where we know that breath is it's the sauce, it's the secret sauce of how we move. In being a dancer from the traditions of my heritage, we don't just move, we breathe, and then we move. I love that language. I love understanding that. I love how the breath takes us through a story, through an arc, from that ha to that movement, pointing us in the direction of that meaning. Well, when I entered the life of being a medical student, when I stepped into and entered the life of being in a hospital, I thought I would have to leave all of that behind. But I couldn't. For you see, breath was my guide, breath was my teacher, breath was the realization that gesture matters, movement matters. When I was walking in the halls of the ICU, moving through those halls in grief, my spine curling when I felt overwhelmed, my hands trembling when I was afraid, I came to realize that movement does not happen in a void, and that movement was connecting to healing, and that perhaps movement is exactly how we healed. I came to realize that that choreography that had guided my life also had presence, also had meaning at the bedside. When you step into the hospital room, when you make a gesture, the hand on the shoulder, this all mattered. This was where I came to understand that how we carry ourselves, how we move, how we speak, even when there are no words, can soothe or startle, can heal or harm. For it is in this realization about movements through Qigong, through dance, through osteopathic touch, we don't impose healing on the body, but we invite the body to remember. We invite the body to remember. And today, I want you to know, I want you to remember that your presence matters, your gestures matters, your touch matters. That day, when I called the time of death, my patient gave me a gift. She taught me to never take stillness for granted. She taught me that every breath, every movement, it all came together in meaning. I still to this day, I see her eyes, I see her face, begging, pleading, hoping, hurting. She is not forgotten. She became my why. Breath is remembrance. Movement is prayer. Movement is medicine. Movement is meaning. Movement is life. Breath is prayer. Breath is remembrance. Breath is our first medicine. And I know that breath is what brings us here today. Breath is what brings us here in this moment. Movement is what brings us here today. Movement is what brings us together in this moment. And I know that movement is my medicine, and movement can be your medicine too. You don't have to be a dancer like I was. You don't have to learn choreography the way I did. But you do need to know that first you breathe and then you move, and you need to know that small movements matter. The lift of your head and heart break, the unclenching of your jaw during a difficult conversation, putting one foot in front of the other when all you want to do is disappear. That day in the hospital, when there was the screams of a father crying into the void, it was the remembrance of a small boy that would one day run to remember a mother he barely knew. It was the moans and the whisper and the quiet shrinking away of a mother, giving into the surrender of the moments. So let me now have you understand that movement is breath made visible. Movement is memory in motion. Movement is medicine without a prescription. One breath, one movement, one meaning at a time. And let me invite you into a space right now. Let me take you back to a trauma bay, to a family letting go and holding on, to a third-year medical student, breathless, frozen. But now, right now, I am here, we are here, breathing, moving, healing. One breath, one movement, one meaning at a time. And in knowing that and in being here together, one moment can change a life. One changed life can change the world. The world does not need more perfection. We need more people willing to breathe again, willing to move again, willing to begin again. So right now, let me invite you into a moment. I invite you to stand with me right now. Please stand with me. I invite you to lend your voice to this moment. Please repeat after me in a loud, clear voice. Let our next breath be our deepest breath. Let our next movement be braver than the last. Let our next act of meaning echo louder than the last. Ah, that's wonderful. You see, for this is our work. This is our medicine. This is our moment. We have this one breath. We have this one movement. We have this one meaning. And together, this is how we begin again. Thank you.